Hello again everyone and welcome to my channel. So in today's video I will be explaining you all the substitution method from the lesson pair of linear equations in two variables from the SSC 10th standard maths text. Okay, so to begin this, let's take an example first. So over here I have taken an example. Okay, these are two equations. This is my first equation, this is my second equation, correct? So we do these methods of substitution, elimination and cross multiplication in order to find the values for these variables, that is x and y, the alphabets which are given in this equation. Since we are dealing with this lesson, that is pair of linear equation in two variables, pair, that means two linear equations at a time and in two variables, which means they should have two alphabets in them, two variables x and y, correct? So we are going to find the values for this x and y. Okay, so in this method of substitution, what we actually do is this: we put a value, we create a value for either x or y, and then we substitute that value in the place of that alphabet. Okay, so let's see how it is done. So first I'm going to number my equation. I'm going to number it as 1 and 2. Now I have to create a value, so I'm going to create a value for y. I'm going to create a value for y. So I'll take this equation first: x plus y is equal to 5. So I'm going to create a value for this, So what I'm going to do, if I'm going to create a value for this, I'm going to keep this y on this side, left hand side, and take whatever else is remaining on the other hand side. So only one thing is there, that is this x. So I'm going to take this x on this right hand side. So I'll keep this y here. This x is positive, since there is no sign, it is positive. So when I take it on other side, it will become negative, 5 minus x. Okay, so this is the value that I have created for y. Okay, so this is my third thing. So this is the value. So I will put this value of y, that is 5 minus x, in my second equation. Okay, so I will put this value in my second equation. Because we have solved the first equation, so we cannot put this value back again in the first equation, so we need to put in the second equation. So I am going to put this value of y, that is 5 minus x, in my second equation. So let's write a statement before that: substitute third thing in my second equation. Okay, so substituting this value that we have obtained, that is 5 minus x, in my equation 2. So before that, let's write the second equation first, which is 2x minus 3y is equal to 4. Okay, so this is my second equation. I've just copied this equation down here. Now what I'm going to do, wherever I can see y, wherever I can spot y, I'm going to put this value. Okay, I'm going to put this value of y in place of this y. So let's see how it is done. 2x will remain 2x minus 3, and there is no sign between 3 and y, so it indicates a multiplication. Alright, whenever there is no sign between two things, it always indicates multiplication. So now instead of this y, I'm going to put this value of y, that is 5 minus x. So 5 minus x. Okay, and rest as it is. So once we get this, we need to solve it now. Okay, since there is a bracket and there is a number, we'll solve this. Okay, so 2x will remain 2x. Okay, so this 3 will get multiplied to this both things. Since this is a binomial, both these things are separated by a sign, so here we have a binomial, and this 3 is outside and it is multiplied with this binomial. So we need to multiply this 3 inside the bracket with the individual terms. So first we are going to multiply this 3 with 5. First this 3 will get multiplied with this 5, and then again the 3 will get multiplied to the second term of this binomial, that is minus 6. So let's see how it is done. So minus 3 into 5 is 15, minus plus, see, minus into minus is always plus. Okay, so 3 into x will give us 3x is equal to 4. Now we have to see which are the like terms, which are the similar looking terms here. So this is a number, and along with an alphabet or a variable, and only one variable is here. So this is a monomial. Then 15 is a number without any variable, there is no variable here, see, it is a constant. And the third term again is a number with a variable, so it is again a monomial. So what we are going to do, we are going to keep the similar looking terms on this side Okay, and whatever is not looking similar matches with this 2, we are going to take it on the other side. So this does not match with this thing, so I'm going to take this minus 15 on that side. Remember, a number, whenever we want to take something on the other side, it always goes along with its sign, and when it reaches the other side, when it's on the other side, it changes its side. Okay, so 2x will remain 2x, okay, is equal to 4 over here. This minus 15, when it goes on the other side, it will become positive 15. What else is remaining? This is remaining along with this sign, plus 3x. So now we are going to do the basic operation, whatever is indicated over here. So here addition is indicated, so we are going to add this. 2 plus 3 is 5 and x. So here there are 2 x's and here there are 3 x's. So 2x, here there are 2 x's, plus here there are 3 x's. So altogether how many x's? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5x. 5x is equal to 14. 4 plus 15 is 19. Okay, so this, now here we have this monomial again, a number with a variable. But do we want this number? No, we just want a value for the single alphabet and not for this number. So this number I'm going to take it on the other side. And we know whenever any number is along with an alphabet, and if there is no sign, it is always multiplication. So whenever there is a multiplication sign, the number always goes as a denominator on the other side. So this 5 will go as a denominator on the other side. It always goes like this cross. Okay, so this 5 will go under 9. So it's equal to 19 upon 5. And this is nothing but the value for x. Therefore, this is a value for x. Okay, this is a value for x. Remember, this is not a value for y. This is a method that we use in order to find the value for x. So for substituting this, creating this value, we are actually trying to find the value for x and then y. So since we get this x now, similarly we have to find the value for y now. Okay, this is not the actual value. This is a basic, this is a thing or a value that we create in order to solve this sum. Okay, similarly I'm going to mark this as my fourth thing, and I'm going to use this value of x in my first equation now, because here we use the second equation. Now we will use first equation. So let me write this first equation down. Before that, let's create a statement is as follows. Substitute this for this value of x, substitute or put 4 in our first equation. So this I am writing down. So my first equation is x plus y is equal to 5. Now we have this value of x, that is 19 upon 5. So wherever we can spot x, we are going to write this value instead of this. Okay, so in this equation it is x plus y equal to 5. So here there is x, this is x. So instead of x, I am going to write this value. Okay, it is 19 upon 5 plus y is equal to 5. Now again we just want a value for y. Okay, so this y we are going to keep it on this side, and the remaining of the numbers we are going to take it on the other side. So this is a fraction, that is 19 upon 5. So how are we going to take this number on the other? Okay, this is a fraction, so this whole thing will go on the other side. How? This is positive over here, there is no sign indicated, which means it is positive. So y will remain here, 5 is on the other side. This is a positive fraction, that is 19 by 5. When it goes on the other side, it will change its sign, it will become minus 19 upon 5 plus 19 upon 5, other side minus 19 upon 5. Okay, so now simple operation we have to do. Since this is a fraction, we also need to make this a fraction for easier solving. So I'm going to, since there is nothing, so I'm just going to put a 1 down. Okay, and now simple cross multiplication method. Say if the denominators were same, no need to do it, but now we could have directly done it, but here the denominators are different. Okay, here it is 1 and here it is 5, so we are going to cross multiply. This will multiply with this, this will multiply with this, and these two numbers will get multiplied with themselves. So let's see how. 5 5s are 25 minus subtraction 1 19s are 19 upon 1 into 5 is 5. Now 25 minus 19, 25 minus 19, 2 1 15, 15 minus 9 is 6, 1 minus 1 is 0. So the answer that we get is 6 upon 5, and this is nothing but the value for our y variable. So in this method of substitution, we actually create a value and then put that created value in the equation in order to find the values for x and y, and this is nothing but the substitution method. So let's put down the final statement, that is, therefore x is equal to 19 upon 5 and y is equal to 6 by 5. Okay, that's it. Thank you for watching my video.